Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be drawing comics using the incorrect quote generator. This is a thing that some of my friends got me into a couple years ago when they discovered it. You put your characters' names into the website, and then you can pick, what you want. You can choose what you'd like for your quotes, and you hit the button and it puts the names into the quotes, and you can change the names around if they don't work. And what we do is that we take these and we use that as kind of like a little script for our comic page, and we use it as a way to kind of explore the dynamics between our characters without having to write the interactions. When we just want to draw, we can draw something, and I really like it. So I want to do that because I finally have enough time to start working on my comic again, and I'm excited, but I want to get my head back into the space of this world and remind myself who these characters are, even though they are my own. Today, the characters I'm going to be working with are from my comic, Rose of Jericho. It is a horror comic about this high school girl named Viviana who is dealing with the awakening of these powers that she has, and how, even though they are powers that can keep her safe, she feels like a monster because of them. So her and her friends are trying to work through that all together, but it doesn't help because other people are trying to ruin it, for lack of better words. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it, and also because I'm not good at pitching my work yet, but I'll get there. You blab about it enough, I'll get better at it. At first I did these two. These are the child versions of some of my characters. This is the character Alyssa. She's a side character who was friends with Viviana, but she wasn't a very good friend. This is Viviana when she was a kid. She was nervous as a child, and she is nervous as a teenager. And she is my daughter. This is the character Brayden. He's not a good guy. Don't get attached to him. Just, no. And then this is very small Viviana but when she's in high school. So, yeah. I drew these before in a previous take of this video, and then I realized that I wasn't really saying much and I didn't want to leave just a bunch of dead space where I'm not talking, because I didn't want people to get bored. So, let's restart. This quote is really funny, but it is not giving me the... I know what I want the things to be, so I'm just gonna write it down. Also, yes, this is a tooth shape sticky notepad. At my old job, we had whenever we had a big meeting day, we'd have booths from our insurance companies there, and this is our dental insurance company, so they had tooth-shaped notepads. While I'm writing this, I'll also talk about the other characters that are going to be in this little mini comic here. Viviana's actual friends are Flora, who is also her girlfriend, then Oliver and Noah and their boyfriends. and the four of them are a nice little found family. They all kind of the Flora, Oliver, and Noah really just kind of adopted Viviana into their friend group, and we're like, okay, we're gonna help you now. You need better friends. And yeah. Sorry, I just realized I can't write and talk at the same time. Oops. So give me 1 second. I don't need to worry about the names anymore. I just wanted to write down the quote so I can remember what names go where. So while I'm kind of sketching this out, I'll talk about the characters a little more, or about kind of the general setting. So this takes place in 2007. Partially because I wanted to draw emo characters and have them fit. And then also sorry, I'm blanking again. I'm not good at it. Yeah, partially because I want to draw emo characters, and also because I wanted, like, I feel like the story would make sense taking place in the early 2000s because of the kind of, like, the attitudes of people outside of this friend group, that the attitudes that they would have towards them would be, like, they could get away with it a lot more. And then also, cell phones, because this was, like, right before smartphones were a thing. This is still the, like, flip phone and BlackBerry era, so yeah. Also, I apologize if you hear any noise outside. I have my windows open. It's warm out today, so I want air. And if you hear, like, clicking or chirping, that is my bird. I have to share a room with her. I've been working on this comic since I was in college. That was a couple years ago now. That was 2021, I want to say. Because I graduated in 2022, and I started working on this comic the fall before that, so that would be 2021. Which is weird to think, because it still feels like I just started it, and also like I've been working on it forever. But that is not the case. It's actually been 4 years. I can't remember if I gave Oliver any piercings other than earrings. But this, the actual plot of the comic has changed a little bit since I started. Originally, it was going to be like this big, like revenge story, and it would have like be a lot more bloody and stuff. But now it is a lot different. The characters are the same, but you know, it's definitely evolved a lot. But I'm happy about it because now I feel like it's a story that I actually want to tell, and not just kind of like inspired by the movie as I was watching at the time, which is not a bad thing, but it's just not what I wanted. Like, okay, let me explain it a little better. That was what I wanted at the time, but as I started working on it, I kept trying to think of like the logistics of it and trying to think like how do I like make this make sense? And it just didn't happen. But I really wanted to make this story happen and tell the story of these characters. So I went through like a big overhaul of the plot. And now it's a point where I really like it. And I have it all plotted out. And I feel like I could, at any moment, just like start like scripting it and actually writing it. I did have like a full script of my first draft, of like the first story idea rather. And then I went through it to start like proofreading it. And then I realized that I didn't like it because there were a lot of things in there that was like, well, I feel like I need to explore this thing, and then I need to explore this little thing, and oh hey, I'm missing a piece of context that I know, but they don't know, and the reader needs to know, and a bunch of stuff that wasn't actually necessary. I'm trying to make this dog tag that Oliver's wearing look like it has the little heart-shaped grenade from the cover for the album American Idiot by Green Day. I don't know if that's visible, but yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. I want to put something here, but I don't know. I think I know what I want to do. Fiv over here. her nose looks like that. There, make it. I want to add in that I drew the character Flora with headphones on, so she didn't hear what Oliver said before. So it makes sense with continuity. There. Oh my gosh, he looks like Bart Simpson. I did give him Bart Simpson hair, like, semi-intentionally. But, shut up. It's fine. Let me cheat the eye up, because she would be, like, at eye level with how short he is. How do hands hold? I don't know about you guys, but I don't. I always hate, like, pulling headphones like that. Or, like, wearing them, like, a little bit cocked or anything. It, like, I don't know. Every time I do that, it like, gets closer to breaking, you know? Like, I used to do that with my headphones a lot when I was younger, and it led to a lot of broken headphones. And now, when I try doing it, it just gives me headaches. This is supposed to be a hand, by the way. No, I think Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I did give him a nose ring. Because he has the same one as me. Because most of my characters are either me or the type of person I don't want to be. Does that make sense? Like, most of my characters were just, like, aspects of me, or they're copies of, like, my friends. So in this story, Oliver is, like, I say this jokingly, but my self-insert. Which also means that Oliver is transmask. Like that is actually like part of the story. Is like he's transmask. So I had to give him a dysphoria hoodie because that is a staple. I know I said earlier that Vivian and Flora are girlfriends. So you might be thinking, like, oh, why are they surprised that they got tricked into a double date? Well, this would probably take place before that, where there's definitely a point where they liked each other and they didn't want to say anything about it. But to Noah and Oliver, it was obvious. So, being the fun friends that they are, would absolutely be the kind of people to like trick their friends into dating. I'm gonna cheat the eyes so that they're looking at Oliver and not at each other. And yes, I am giving him like a silly anime face because he would absolutely do that. They may be emo, but they're also early weebs. Or like mid-early weebs. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Anime is like known about, but isn't mainstream yet. It's far from it. I think that's cute. I might add in some more tables and stuff. Because I think this might be like in their classroom. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that this takes place in like a Catholic high school. I feel like I should have mentioned that. Well, maybe not. Like, it's not necessary to know that, but I think if anyone would be interested in it but has issues dealing with like religious related stuff, I want to give that as like a fair warning. Originally, there was a lot more of a religious element to my story, but I never grew up with that stuff, so it doesn't, like, I felt like it wasn't a story I can really tell. There. A comic. I think that's all I'm gonna do today, because I'm a little tired now, and I want to work on other stuff, but, I'll set it this way so it could be a little easier to read. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you like to give it a like, if you have any thoughts that you want to share, feel free to share them. Even if you want to tell me to go burn my sketchbook, I'll still accept that criticism. Feel free to share it. And I hope you have a good day. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.